Well, hi guys, and welcome to beautiful Juneau. It's actually the capital of Alaska, and this was one of the stops of our Carnival Spirit cruise. The wife and I had scheduled an excursion to the Tongass National Forest, where we could do a nature walk, a nature hike that would take us up to the Mendenhall Glacier. And then afterwards, they took us out and did some whale watching, which was amazing, guys. I was so excited for this day to get started. The Tongass is the nation's largest national forest, and it covers most of southeast Alaska. Spawning salmon certain times of the year, eagles, bears, those are all some things you can see in this national forest. Our tour guides did warn us to stay on the path just in case we ran into some bears along the way, and both of them did have bear spray just in case, but unfortunately we did not run into any bears on this trip, guys. But we did run into the local yellow fur tail wagger. Cute fella, wasn't he? This hike to Mendenhall Glacier is about 2 hours long, guys. It's a little bit of uphill, a little bit of downhill, nothing too strenuous. Just make sure you're kind of in fairly good physical shape to take this journey. Keep in mind, though, that you will have plenty of chances to take a break. Along the way, the guides will stop and tell you a little bit about the local plant life and some of the history about the trail you're walking. For instance, this beautiful moss is actually called lichens, and it's a mixture of fungus and green algae. And this stuff was just about everywhere, guys. Hey guys, I got to share this with you. We are on an awesome trail on the way to Mendenhall Glacier, and I wanted to show you this. Where it says 1936, our tour guide just told me this. So if we walk up here, this little bit of distance, I'm going to show you where we're at here, and just take a little bit of walk. The glacier had come back this far in 1 year's time. Anyway, interesting little bit. I don't know if you can tell the difference. It's quite a ways back that way that the ice had receded, but little interesting piece of information there I thought I'd share with you. Anyway, wonderful time, guys. This is a beautiful trail. Mendenhall Glacier, which you can see there in the distance, has retreated about 2.5 miles since the Little Ice Age in the mid-1700s. Between the years 2007 and 2021, the glacier has receded the equivalent of about 8 football fields. The glacier has been thinning as well. It's causing it to narrow by about 2,000 feet at the bend closest to the front there. The glacier is currently melting so fast that the flow of water into the bay there is roughly about 50,000 gallons every second. Mendenhall Glacier is expected to no longer be visitable from the visitor center, or more than likely it's going to be completely melted away by the year 2050. After leaving Mendenhall Glacier, we were taken over to the bay area of Juneau, where we started our second half of this expedition. We got to meet Captain Dave there, and he took us out on the Mariner onto the open waters looking for those whales. The Mariner is a unique boat designed specifically for whale watching, guys. If you look here, you see the windows, they all kind of fold in once the whales come into view, so that we can keep it warm in there until we absolutely need to open those windows. Guys, we journeyed quite a ways out into the bay looking for these whales that actually just been coming back. They just migrated back from the Hawaii area where they spend most of the winter months. They know these are the same whales that migrate back and forth every year by the markings on their tail, which each marking on each whale is unique as a human fingerprint is to us. Federal law requires vessels to stay 100 yards away at all times from humpback whales in Hawaii and in Alaska. So I do apologize for some of these shaky and grainy pictures and videos, guys. It's just I don't have a good camera to zoom in on these big boys like I should. Humpback whales weigh about 40 tons. They get about 60 feet long, and they live to about 80 or 90 years old. A whale's mouth is only used for eating. As a matter of fact, you can't even breathe through that. That's what the blowhole is on top of its head that allows them to get those deep breaths they need to go down underwater, and they can sometimes stay down for over an hour. Usually after a few good breaths, you'll see them point that head down and raise that tail up, and they'll begin their dive. Just after that last pair of whales went down for their dive, these sea lions showed up, and guys, they were so playful, making all kinds of noise and honking at us, but it was a rare treat to see these guys for sure. we seen 7 whale that day, and even one that had a baby with her. It was just an absolutely beautiful afternoon out on the water. But eventually, the old captain had to fire up that boat and get us back to our big old cruise ship so we could be heading back on our way. But guys, thank you for taking the time to come over to my channel and watch this video, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And until next time, guys, you know I love you. This is Scareberry out. See you on the next one. Have a good one.